Hello and welcome to the Healthy Halloween special by the Plant Chicks. So if you're just joining us today or this is your first Amazon Live, I welcome you. This is going to be so much fun. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, but if you know the Plant Chicks, we like to do things healthy. Not too healthy, but healthy-ish. So stay tuned for some fun because we are going to make some very fun fruit, I would say monsters, kind of like a little graveyard of just Halloween fun. Okay, so first things first, anything that you see me baking with, knives, products, I will go through the products. It's all down below on the carousel, so you can just flip through them. A lot of times people ask us when we do our lives, where do you get this? Where do you get that? Where'd you get your outfit? So everything from what I'm wearing to what is here is on the carousel below. Okay, so first things first, Dairy is Scary. How do you guys like this shirt? There is a Dairy is Scary tank below. I got these awesome orange workout pants. I love me some orange. Let's see, I'm making sure everybody is on here. If you're on here, pop on and say hi. I want to know who's on here. I've got my phone. I can talk with you guys. And if you guys ask any questions, Jackie will also be on here too. She's going to be moderating. So again, I'm modeling my Dairy is Scary shirt. Woohoo! So I don't know if you guys know this. So 15 years ago, I did give up dairy because it was giving me cystic acne. I used to think for myself that Greek yogurt was healthy. I was eating just different milks and sugars, lactose type of things, and it was giving me this horrible cystic acne. I saw the dermatologist and she said, get off dairy. And I'm like, what about my chocolate? What about this? And she said, if you want to have healthier skin, you either give it up or you minimize it. So I ended up giving it up because I didn't want to deal with cystic acne anymore. So I thought, you know what? Let me try this vegan route of foods that have, dairy-free chocolate. So for instance, this white chocolate is called Pasha, and most white chocolate has dairy in it. This does not. Let's see, Enjoy Life, which I put down in the carousel below. These are vegan chocolate chips. These are all vegan. So we have some fun stuff. These little marshmallows are vegan by Dandies. So we got a lot of fun stuff that are dairy-free. And if your kids are, allergic to lactose or they eat dairy-free, this would be the perfect thing for them. Now, most of the times during the holidays, especially during Halloween, our kids are eating tons of sugar. It comes with the nature. I mean, it's the nature of the beast being the holidays. It's like Halloween candy, let me go trick-or-treating. And of course, they're going to eat some of their favorite ones. You just cannot not do that. But if you're looking for some healthier options at home that they can have on hand that pairs up with some chocolate, you're in for a treat. So we're going to do some fun things today with apples, strawberries, tangerines, and bananas. Now, why I like pairing up fruit with, I would say, chocolate and nuts and stuff like that is because there's fiber in it. So that way your child's not eating anything that's super, super refined. And like I said, it's dairy-free. So we'll have just a little hint of chocolate paired up or mixed with something that has fiber. So this is going to be refined. It's going to have sugar in it. And this is going to have fruit sugar, but it's attached to fiber. So there's tons of vitamins, minerals, nutrients, and deliciousness in all this fruit. And fiber is very filling. Whereas something like this that has sugar in it, either chocolate chips or the marshmallows, obviously has a lot more sugar. But if you pair it up with the fruit, they're not going to get a huge dose of sugar. They're going to get a little bit of sugar from the candy and a little bit of sugar from the fruit. So, you guys ready? Let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start off making some banana ghost. So I took a banana, and here's a little trick about bananas. The riper they are, okay, the healthier they are for you. They're a little sweeter. I like them super ripe like this. You can make banana and ice cream and stuff like this. This is also good for the kiddos. And they'll never know. Just freeze a bunch of these and then take them out, put them in the Vitamix, and you can make some ice cream. But they have more antioxidants the darker that they are. So the greener that they are, they have more starches. So it's a little bit different. If you want it sweeter, make sure it's brown or it has spots. The kids won't know, and I know when they see it like this, they're kind of like, ew, I don't like, brown bananas. But when you peel it, it looks just like this, right? Easy. So what we're gonna do is, I'm going to make this little graveyard of spooky little characters. I have just melted some of the chocolate, as you can see. And this is the chocolate that is Enjoy Life. They have a vegan brand of chocolate. It tastes exactly like milk chocolate. You're not gonna be able to tell the difference. So, and then on the carousel below, I put as well, you can always use a Ziploc baggie, but in the event, I know Ziploc baggies are very toxic to the environment. And so I had this for forever. This thing is probably like 15 or 20 years old. So this is what you put frosting in. These last forever. So I recommend getting one of these, especially if you like to, decorate, like bake and stuff like this. It's super easy and you'll have it forever. And you don't have to use plastic baggies or Ziploc baggies. And it is like a silicone bag. So like I said, it lasts forever. And it's super old. But you want to get down to the very end because we want to scoop the chocolate in there. It's kind of messy to put chocolate in, but we just want enough. Oh my gosh, let me get a spoon here. Where are we at? Here we go. I know I have it in here somewhere. This is like the hard part. It's like putting the chocolate into this. But I'll try to do it not so messy. Wish me luck. But you're just going to scoop the chocolate inside. Oh yeah. It's still warm. Now, some people have fancy chocolate makers. I just put it on the stove and I put it on literally, this was on 2. My thing was on 2. So that's it. Yum. Look. You're going to eat, play. And then let me get this right over here. Okay. So this is going to be on here. You're going to take a banana and you're going to make some eyes. So you're just going to have some fun with it. A little bit of eyes, these little banana ghosts, and then we're going to make a little mouth. He's going to be like, oh, and here we go. A little banana ghost. And what I like to do is I actually like to freeze them. So when I'm done, I'll lay it down just so it doesn't get all over the place. And I like to freeze them so that the chocolate congeals. So you just make these little eyeballs. These are so fun to do. And it, when you have kids, they want to help create with you. And it just makes it fun for them. And they get to make their fun little ghost. And then there you go. Oh! They're like, whoa. Okay. And so I actually we'll put it on a plate, just like this. And let them just kind of congeal because I'll put everything in the fridge or the freezer just for like 10, 15 minutes so the base congeals. Oh, there's my dog. She knows that I have banana. You guys, she's a banana freak. I have to go grab her really quick. Hold on. Paris! All right, guys. I had to bring, that's Paris. So she's like, you're not making this episode without giving me banana. Paris loves banana. Okay, now let's get back to it. So that was easy. You can make a bunch of different little banana ghosts, freeze them, and then you can add it to the tray. Like, I'll take a picture and I'll post this on my Amazon page so you can see all the different variety of the little fruit creatures, okay? Okay, second, I took a tangerine, I peeled it, okay? So basically, what I'm going to do is we're going to make little jack-o'-lanterns. So, I mean, obviously oranges are the perfect thing for this. So hold on. So these little jack-o'-lanterns, you could do the same thing. You could put this right here, put a pretzel in there, and you're going to make little jack-o'-lantern eyes. So here we go with the little square eyes. I wish I could zoom in so you guys could see this, but like I said, I will post a picture of my little fruit creatures on my Amazon page for you. This takes a level of skill, a certain skill to do this. it kind of looks like a, oh my gosh, it's Michelangelo. So you can have fun with this. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Do you remember that? This is what it reminds me of, his face. And then you can put like a little bit of like a sprig of mint. Let me get a smaller leaf here. So here we go. A little sprig of mint. And there we go. Look at that little guy. I can't, is this going? There we go. Perfect. So we have the banana one, we have the orange, and you guys, these are just for fun for like to have your kids or yourself. So they eat more fruit, and then there is chocolate on it, but yet it's paired up with fruit that has fiber. So you're sneaking in the fiber, and it just makes the fruit fun. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I want this banana ghost, or I want those jack-o'-lantern oranges, you know? Kids love this kind of stuff. All right, so this is gonna be a fun one. Okay, so I took an apple, a green apple, and I cut it in 4, and I took out the inside of the apple. And now you take a paring knife. This is the only knife I would suggest you use for this, not a bigger one. And we're gonna cut an opening for a mouth. Okay, it's gonna be careful. I'm like a fruit surgeon right now. And little Paris is next to me wanting her little piece of fruit. Here, let me give her another piece of banana. There you go, little one. She is so happy. Okay, so just want to make sure that you get this. Here we go. These are kind of hard to do. There we go. And make this little opening like this, as you can see. From the side, just the back of the apple. We're going to take some peanut butter. Now my favorite one is this organic one. It doesn't have any palm oil. So you guys know I'm against palm oil. I will not support that. And so this only has peanuts and salt. It's only 2 ingredients. And it's very hard. If you go look on the shelves, go look for a peanut butter without palm oil. It's very hard. It's like literally I found this one. It was like, hallelujah. Okay, so this is going to be pretty fun. And again, these are things that you put peanut butter inside the middle of it. I'm going to take, actually, let me set this right there really quick. It takes a little bit of skill to do this. Hold on. I was going to go right here. I have little eyes, these little eyes that you can put on there, or you can create your eyes. These are little monster eyes. You can take white chocolate for eyes, put it on, and then you can take dark chocolate and do a little dot on top of it for an eye. So it's like that easy. You guys will get to see me eat this whole episode. Look away and eat. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna use the fun little different monster eyes. Now to put this on there to make it healthier, I like to use peanut butter because, you know, or chocolate, whatever. Peanut butter or chocolate is very tacky and it will stay. So there's that. Let me get the other eye. You can even just dip it into the peanut butter that was on there. Awesome. I'll show you what this looks like in a minute. Like I said, I will put on the Amazon page all the finished pictures of this so you guys can see, but you guys are watching make it in front of you. It's super easy to make. So I cut up some sliced strawberries. This is gonna be a tongue. This is gonna be like a little lizard monster, okay? So we got a little tongue, and then I'm going to take almonds. If you get slivered almonds, they make great little teeth, and they make little jagged teeth, right? Little crazy monster teeth. So I'm gonna put little crazy monster teeth on this little guy as his tongue is sticking out. Here we go. He's gonna look a little crazy, and let me wipe this off. They don't have to be that pretty, but you know, they're gonna be edible. So look at this little guy. How cute is that? And again, when you make these, it's always good just to like pre-make a few of everything, put it in the freezer so the chocolate congeals on it, then take it out and everybody enjoy. That way the fruit is not frozen, it's cold, but the chocolate is on there and it looks good. So that's what you do with the little monster. Oh, his little eyeball's falling off. There we go. Get his little eyeball back on. Okay, that is that little monster. So we have the banana ghost. We have the jack-o'-lantern right here. And then we have the crazy little lizard creature. So funny. I love the tongue sticking out. It is so funny. Okay, so this one's actually going to have teeth. So we're going to take a red apple, like cut it in all like in fours. And again, you're going to have to take a paring knife and make sure you cut out a little space so that you can put the peanut butter. Now, if you, I heard someone like, I don't like peanut butter, or I can't do peanut butter. You guys pick a different nut butter. You can even put something else different in there. Maybe just like a healthier whipped cream. Like, you can be creative. Be creative of what you want to put inside there. It doesn't always have to be exactly to the recipe. That's the thing about food freedom. Just put something in. If you don't like apples, pick something else. You can do the same thing with bananas. You can take it out, make a little thing. It's just a different shape, little creature, but it just makes it kind of fun. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have the same thing, the apple, little apple mouth. And again, we're going to take some peanut butter. Same thing. We're going to put it in here. And you just put as much or as little as you want. Okay, peanut butter's in here. And then we're going to put these for teeth, little marshmallows. These are just different teeth. And I like these little vegan ones. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. They're so cute. You just have to adore this. And again, we have the creature eyes. I'm just going to take the flow of the peanut butter, just a little bit of peanut butter on the side, and I'm going to put a little eyeball there. Take peanut butter from there. It just sticks better that way with peanut butter. And oh my goodness, how cute is this guy? He's got his little teeth. So, you guys, it's about having fun, okay? You just want to have fun with these little creatures, these little monsters, right? Okay, so we got ghost bananas. We have our orange tangerine, our little pumpkin tangerines. We got one creature with the tongue sticking out. The other one's smiling when he looks like he has little marshmallow teeth. These are so much fun. And then last but not least, I'm going to take again and melt it in front of you some of, again, I'm not fancy when it comes to, let me put it back on 3. Here we go. So I heat it up a little bit. But we're going to take some white chocolate and we're going to dip our strawberries into white chocolate, and we're going to make a little strawberry ghost. So as you can see up above me is exactly what I did. You dip it in white chocolate, put the little cartoon eyes on it, and there you go. And it's super simple to make. And these, I just put it into the pan, melt the chocolate, and then once it comes, it's not so hot, then I start dipping it, and then I second layer it so that it has that ghost effect. You know what I mean? Some people just do where it's, you know, if you do regular chocolate covered strawberries, you just roll it till it looks perfect. This time you're just going to do it to where it kind of congeals, and then you'll do it a second time. So it has to have 2 dips to have that ghost part, because that's what gives you that effect where it's kind of hanging a little bit. And then again, you're going to take these, put them in the freezer. You're not going to freeze them. You're just going to put them in there maybe 10 to 15 minutes and take them out. That's the whole thing of that. You don't want your fruit frozen. You just want it cold, but yet the chocolate has time to congeal. And you guys, I can make this all day. This is like so much fun. And you know, at the same time, you're getting some vitamins, minerals, and nutrients from the fruits and vegetables. Even like fresh mint. I just love fresh mint. So good. But, and then we have a little bit of fun foods, like these are obviously made of sugar, the little eyeballs. Obviously, these are made of sugar, and the marshmallows, and there is sugar in the white chocolate and dark chocolate, both of them. We have some pretzels, but these are healthier alternatives instead of just getting straight sugar, because we know the kids are going to get straight sugar. I mean, come on, let's get real here. It's Halloween, for God's sakes. They're going to eat sugar. But to kind of trick them into getting some sugar, but with a little bit of fruit so that they have some vitamins, minerals, nutrients, and fiber, it's a win-win situation. So I love making these. These are fun. When people see them, they get really super happy about it. let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. So I'm like on here. Hey, Monique, how are you? Hello, hello. So is it Malia or Malia? I think it's Malia, right? I hope I say it. My name is Marcia, so everyone says my name wrong, so I get that. Um, you said your daughter will love these. Yes, they're so much fun, you guys. It's all about having fun and being creative. All right, so we are going to melt these. Now, I have friends who are like these master, I would say, dessert chefs, and they have all these tools and equipment. I don't have any of that. You guys, I do healthy in a hurry, and I just do it where it's fast and efficient. It makes sense. And plus, you guys know, I live in an apartment, so you know things are downsized. I don't have time for all this extra stuff, so you got to make do. So don't think you need anything fancy for the chocolate, because I used, you know, melted chocolate and put it into this. So don't think you need a fancy chocolate thing. So what I'm going to do, and since, you know, my neighbor's on here, she'll be getting some of these because I can't eat all this stuff that I'm about to make. But it's fun to create them, make them, and then make people smile. You know, you guys, you have fun doing this. Like I'm having fun doing this, showing you how to do it. And then I'm going to gift this plate to my neighbors and be like, Happy Halloween. That way, I'm not gonna eat it all by myself. Let me tell you that. And half of the times, I always do this around lunchtime. You guys know, if you follow the show, Meal Prep with Marcia, it's usually every Thursday at noon. Yesterday we had a technical difficulty, so I had to change it to today. So, you know, if you just discovered me by accident, stay tuned for Thursdays at noon Central Time, or you can always listen to the replay. So on our Amazon page, follow us for updates. On the top of our page, let me just kind of go through. So if you follow us, at the top of the page, you will see pictures or videos of the food or products that we use that we absolutely love. So that will be at the top. Then we have a list of our favorite Amazon stuff, or stuff that you can find on Amazon. Like, who doesn't use Amazon, right? So it's kitchen must-haves, our athletic wear, which we live in. Anything, I would say, from home, like, you know, glass containers. All these glass containers I use, everything is in there. We have beauty stuff. The products that I'm using right now, we have this Logitech camera. People are like, what do you use behind the scenes? They want to know the technical, you know, all this technical stuff behind the scenes. What lights are you using? What you know, camera equipment are you using? All that is in our store. You'll see it from kitchen must-have to Boss Babes to athletic wear. So that way it breaks it down into sections. It's easy for you guys to look at. And at the very, very bottom of the page, you will see the latest live that we did, which, hallelujah, this is going to be live today. It's going to be on the bottom, but you will see a little thing that says see other live streams, and you'll click on that, and it will give you the entire library of our live streams. So we have everything from home to cooking to athletic wear, workouts, so anything that has to do with like a healthy plant-based living that's eco-friendly, conscious living. This is what the Plant Chicks are all about. It's about living your best life and living your best life consciously, living life on purpose. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can live life and it can be really just mundane and we're doing the same thing over and over. We don't know what our purpose is. And now we're here to teach you things that give you purpose, things that give you meaning. So with this food, this is food that's meant for us. Fruits and vegetables have vitamins, minerals, and nutrients and fiber. This is what we're meant to eat. This other stuff, I hate to break it to you, these are fun foods and they're processed. It should be very minimal. You should eat these very minimally. And I know as kids, we get addicted to this and we're like, sugar, sugar, sugar. But I always say, you know, if you incorporate both of them together, at least they're introduced to both. They have a little bit of fiber than just eating straight sugar. So it's best to have a little bit. And I always tell people, you know, no one asks us, you know, I'm a health coach, no one asks us as a nutritionist, am I supposed to eat apple? Is this healthy? Nobody asks that because you know it's healthy, right? It's common sense. But people will be like, are these healthy? Come on, this is not healthy. But it's fun food and you can eat it. We say this at Plant Chicks, 90% whole foods, 10% soul foods. You gotta have it. I mean, we can't be 100%. So 80 to 90%, you have to eat more of these to be healthy, not just apples, but we're just talking fruits and vegetables in general. to be your healthy self. Take a look at your diet. Are you eating more whole foods? Because you have to eat more whole foods and less of these kind of foods. When I say, I don't mean just this particular product, I mean sugars and fats and salts, like all these processed foods. You got to be careful with them. Even though I'm a big endorser of having fruits, nuts, seeds, vegetables, but even like pretzel sticks, is this going to nourish you and heal you? Not nourish you on the gut level, but maybe your soul. But it's about thinking things, and it's really not as hard as we make it out to be. A lot of people want to put too much emphasis on macros and all this craziness and count out calories, when at the end of the day, you need more of this than this. Does that make sense? So more fruits and vegetables, aim to eat more. That's what we do here at Plant Chicks, and less of this. So we're not saying you can't have this, we just want you to eat less of it for a healthier life. That way you're able to protect yourself from, illness, chronic illnesses and diseases, and some things are very preventable. Like if you have something like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, we've helped a lot of people overcome this just by trading out their foods. And they don't have to count calories, they don't have to count macros, they don't have to be on this crazy strict diet. They just have to trade things. Add more plants to your plate. That's what it's all about, is adding plants to your plate. Okay, but in some cases, your plants are going to have some fun foods, like pretzels and chocolate. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's see. Plant Chicks, you want to go on a diet? Can you give me some advice? We don't want you to be on a diet. We want to get you off the diet, okay? We want you on a healthy lifestyle. The sooner you realize you'll break free from the chains, you will never be on a diet again. Once you realize you can eat more fruit, herbs, vegetables, nuts. Where's my nuts at? My nuts, pumpkin seeds, grains. These are what's healthy. I've been plant-based a little over a decade, so 10 and a half years. My business partner, Jackie, who's moderating the group, I think she's 4.5 or 5 years into it now. It's almost so long I can't even remember. Been living this lifestyle. And I'll tell you this, it's best to live at 80 to 90% of these type of foods. And then the other 10 to 20, you're gonna have fun foods. You're gonna have pizza, you're gonna have a Beyond Burger, you're gonna have chocolate chips and pretzels. That's soul food, and that's what life's about. You wanna enjoy it. You don't wanna deprive yourself, but yet you wanna make sure you eat on any given day more of these than you do these, okay? And like I said, no one's perfect. We're not claiming to ever be perfect. But when I realized, and it just broke me out of my chain of, I dieted for my entire life. From 18 to about 31, I dieted. And I was always on a diet. I went from fad diet to fad diet to fad diet. The one day when I started getting into the plant-based lifestyle, of a whole medical issue, which I will go on that to another story, I realized it wasn't about calories, it wasn't about macros, it was about nourishing and healing my body. I wasn't doing that to my body. I was restricting, I was being too crazy with the diet, and I was telling myself no, and I was getting in a really, really bad mental place with food. And I was like, I can't have that, I can't have that. And when I reflect back, it was just, I was doing what everybody else was doing. I wasn't being open to trying new things. I was too scared of fruit because it had sugar. I was too scared of, eating, like fruit had carbs. Like, it was crazy. But once I got past that, I learned fruit is put here on this earth to nourish you and heal you. This is nature's candy. You can't get any more, sweeter than this. This is, I mean, you can with fake sugar, but we're talking real life sugar that here like the earth made us, right? What God made us, it's food. This is going to nourish and heal you. Or something like strawberries, these little sugar eyes, these aren't healing foods. These are fun foods. And at the end of the day, if you eat too many of these, it's going to create inflammation. Now, inflammation is the silent killer, and inflammation creates all kinds of diseases like type 2 diabetes. I would say high cholesterol, just if you're eating too many saturated fats. So you just gotta really be careful on the amounts of these type of foods that you eat. So we just kind of keep it to a minimum. Well, we don't kind of, we really do keep it to a minimum. And the thing is, you don't want to deny yourself. I'm not denying myself. I'm going to have a pumpkin with chocolate on it. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you can see, there's more of this tangerine than there is of this chocolate, right? So if I'm eating an entire thing of chocolate, which you can do as well, if you keep doing that over and over and over, this is where you get in trouble. Remember, one unhealthy meal doesn't make you sick. It's consistency of unhealthy meals that makes you sick. Consistency, does that make sense? Now let me say that again. One healthy meal doesn't make you healthy. You have to be consistent with healthy meals to make you healthy. So it's opposite too. So remember, one unhealthy meal doesn't make you unhealthy, and one healthy meal doesn't make you healthy. The salad you had last Tuesday isn't going to work today, right? You have to eat in the moment, and you're nourishing and healing. You're always going to be hungry, right? So you have to keep nourishing and healing when your body tells you you're hungry, and you have these cues like I'm starving, I'm hungry. What are you going to feed your body? How are you going to nourish your gut? How are you going to nourish your cells? How are you able to think clear? It's all connected. Now, if you're eating a bunch of processed food, pretzels and chocolates and marshmallows and sugar, then you're probably not going to think as clear, and you're probably not going to feel your best, and you're probably not going to heal your gut. And this is going to create issues down the road. Now, remember this. One unhealthy meal doesn't make you unhealthy, and one healthy meal doesn't make you healthy. You have to be consistent, right? So just think of your life where you're at, and think of how can I be more consistent eating healthier on a regular basis? How can I add more plants to my plate? And then maybe I will have this tangerine, but I want some chocolate, but I'll incorporate both, right? I'm gonna have this little ghost, this banana ghost, but I'm also gonna add some chocolate to it, right? Things are in baby steps. You have to do things in baby steps. We're here to let you know that there are healthier options for Halloween. You don't want to give your kids the same, blast of, I would say, chocolate over and over, or all the candy, because I was a kid at one time, and I had a lot of Halloween candy. I remember coming back with a big giant bag of candy, and immediately my parents would take it away, and they would be like, you get to pick one after dinner. So we had this giant bag, and then we would pick one candy that we want after dinner. We still got our candy. It was just rationed to us, which it would literally, that candy would last us all the way into the holidays, until November, December, because we had so much candy in a pillowcase. But we weren't allowed to eat 3 or 4 or 5 pieces at a time. My parents really rationed us to 1 or 2, and they were like, here you go. And so I kind of remember that growing up, the value of, as a kid, I thought it was the worst thing in the world. My mom's depriving me of candy. I'm sure we thought that, right? But now, as an adult, I can see why they did that, because it's not as healthy. And they didn't deprive us from the candy. They let us have it. But they gave us it in restriction, so we wouldn't go overboard, because we would eat ourselves silly, sick, eating that candy. Before we handed over the bag to our parents, we were literally eating as much candy as we can. And I remember not feeling good. I was like, oh, I eat all this candy. We know the effect of that is. But if you eat like that consistently, of just not candy, but just different types of food, you're not going to feel so good. And that's going to reflect everywhere in your body, all over your cells. And the whole thing about life is, it's about being healthy for longevity in life. You can't be 100%. It's just not realistic. But you can always aim to be healthier every single day. So that's why we have the Plant Chicks Tribe. We encourage women to come together to be their healthiest self. And whatever healthy looks like for you, it's going to be different than me. And we're always going to be on a different place in our journey. So don't think our clients will say to us, oh my God, you're on a different level. We're like, we're not on a level. We are on a lifestyle. There is no level. I don't get a card that says a award or a trophy for being on level 10 of healthy lifestyle. There's no award for that. You know what I get in return? I get vibrance, I get energy, I get clarity, I get the benefits of a healthy lifestyle, and that's what I get. And sometimes it doesn't seem like it's worth it, because unhealthy is hard and healthy is hard. They're both hard. You have to pick your hard, right? Healthy is hard in the moment, and unhealthy is hard because it may be fun in the moment, but long term it leads to chronic illnesses and diseases. So I always tell my clients, pick your heart. Everything is hard in life. Nothing is easy. But when you get to that part where it's worth it, it really is worth it. It's taken me so much work. Just know this, I'm 46 years old, and out of 46 years, I've been unhealthy for 35. So I've only been healthy for 11 years of my 46. So it's never too late. Wherever you're at in your journey, or if your kids aren't complying with you, give them time, because one day they'll wake up and they'll be like, I need to start making changes in my life. And it starts with small changes. You can't do everything at once. Just do one thing and master it. That's my advice for you. Do one healthy thing and you're going to master it. Okay, this looks good. All right, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No, I was kidding. Now, I do like to give you some fun information and some motivation to be healthy, because that's what we do at Plant Chicks. I want to give you evidence-based medicine and science. My business partner and I would go to the latest health conferences to bring you the latest information on health and fitness. This is not a channel where I'm going to tell you and encourage you to eat a bunch of processed foods, because I don't want you to eat a bunch of processed foods. But I will have you eat processed foods that are healthier and that are in moderation or sparingly. Okay, so this is going to have to cool down for just a second. One of my girlfriends says she lives in moderation. And I said, you need to make a t-shirt that says, I live in moderation. and you got to think on a daily basis, how much processed food do you really eat? I used to work at McDonald's. I used to work at Taco Bell. I grew up on the standard American diet. Also grew up on the standard Mexican diet, because my dad is Hispanic. So we had tortillas made out of lard and carnitas and a lot of fatty meats. And, I had actually a very unhealthy lifestyle. So it really took me a long time to come to terms with food, because food is very personal. It's into my culture. Like, I was like, I don't want to give up my tortillas made out of lard. Like, there's all kinds of stuff I didn't want. Or my, tamales, we put lard in that too. I didn't want to give anything like that up. But as I got older, it's everybody in my family is having heart disease and high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and they're obese. And I'm starting to see the effects. And I'm like, ooh, I myself had gained 25 pounds before. And I worked out at the gym. It was my nutrition. So nutrition is key. I always feel like it starts with food, but the combination of exercise and nutrition, you're going to get double the benefits. You're going to get really gut healing from both the food and exercise. There's so many studies out there that the combination of the both, it just makes you feel good. Now, like I said, we're not saying you cannot have any of this. We're just saying that we want you to minimize it, keep it on the DL, type of thing. That way you live your healthiest life. So for instance, where is, say, chocolates here. So some of these chocolates are really made really horribly, and it has like high fructose corn syrup, all this stuff, and milk and dairy. And this actually, Enjoy Life has some of the best vegan cleaner chocolate chips. And the same thing goes for the white chocolate I just melted. Where'd the little bag go? This is super, super clean right here. Some of the cleanest white chocolate, you guys. So it's got organic cocoa butter, okay? Organic cane sugar. So organic cane sugar is better than regular cane sugar, because it doesn't have all the pesticides and all the stuff on there. So just FYI. So you have tapioca starch, which helps congeal it, okay? You have rice syrup to make it sweeter, of course, and organic vanilla and salt. This is a very, very clean white chocolate. And this is my favorite one. It's called Pasha. And so you guys, it's on the carousel below. I only can get this on Amazon. I can't find it anywhere. I live in Austin, and I was looking at every grocery store, like Whole Foods and Sprouts and all the places. Randall's, and I couldn't find it, so I just ordered it here on Amazon. And I do use these over the holidays, so this is that type of chocolate that's worth investing getting here on Amazon, just for the fact that you can't find it anywhere. And why do you want to be grocery store hunting if you don't have to? Like, I go to the grocery store just to get my fruits and vegetables and that kind of stuff. I like to save money, and I find I can save money here on Amazon by finding things like this. These are fun foods. And I'm not going to go search the candy section. I actually did try for this product and I couldn't find it. But the chocolate section, the baking section, they just didn't have it. All they had was regular white chocolate with milk. And I'm like, nope, can't do it. You know, more dairy is scary. I haven't had dairy in over 15 years. So I don't do anything with dairy in it at all. But these white chocolate chips by Pasha are so worth it. So, and it makes it easy. You just order, they come to your door. And I have to say, like, just creating and making stuff, this is one of those foods that you'll have for a while. And if you're worried about it melting or whatever, just throw it in your freezer. That's what I do. So I bought, I think like a 4-pack or something like that that came in. And as you see, I'm already down to 1. All right, I was waiting for this to kind of cool off a little bit. And like I said, this is some of my favorite pans. This is All Clad. I have them also below. This is like a non-toxic, non-stick pan, and it's my favorite one. And I don't use lots of oils when I cook either, so you guys know if you follow my channel. You'll see that I don't cook with any type of oils or spray oils or anything of that, because All Clad is that good. I use low sodium veggie broth for my savory stuff. And then if I have to do something for, I would say if I have to use a spray oil, I actually have avocado oil because it's at a higher set temperature, you can burn it. But I put it literally on it and just whisk it around. I don't pour it in. So everything is very minimal. You just want to be careful of these foods. I can't wait to order that chocolate. Oh my God, that chocolate is the best chocolate. I'm like, where is that? I want to eat it, but I just got done with the package. I actually have more in my freezer, so I put the rest in the freezer. And then is it Malia, I think you said? I have the Enjoy Mini Life chips. Yes, those are the best chocolate chips. So I just put them in here. It's easy. And then I found these at, can't remember if I was at Sprouts or Natural Grocers, but they're the little Halloween candies. It's kind of a seasonal thing, but it's little eyeballs. And if you can't find these, because I know some of them are pretty toxic, if you look at some of the ingredients, they have all this craziness in there. These were actually made like organic cane sugar and something else, I can't remember, but very minimal processed sugar type of food, and that's what you want. You don't want your candy to have an ingredient list like this. You want it to have maybe 5 or 6 ingredients on there. So the less ingredients, the better, even for your child. And so I got that there. These dandy marshmallows, the same type of thing. This right here, it's all vegan, tapioca, I can't say it, tapioca, syrup, cane sugar. It has soy protein and vanilla flavor. So you guys, it's just minimal ingredients. So when you're looking at candies and stuff like that, look for minimal ingredients. And they are making things that are healthier for kids versus maybe something that's more like a bigger product, like the multi-million-dollar trick-or-treat candy industry. They have a ton of stuff in there, and they have dyes and everything artificial that could actually impair function for kids. Besides the sugar part, where it's like exciting the brain, like cocaine, basically, this stuff has less of that effect, and it's, I would say it is healthier for children, even though there is sugar, it's organic cane sugar versus some of the high fructose corn syrup or some of the other stuff. So you just want to be mindful. That's why the Annie's brand, if you guys check here on Amazon, Annie's has a ton of brands you can get, from macaroni and cheese to crackers to little fruit treats. Annie's cared about all that stuff. I read her whole entire story. She don't want her kids to have like yellow dye number 4 or whatever, all those crazy kind of stuff. So she created a whole product line safe for kids that didn't have all that stuff. And even as an adult, I don't want all that stuff. I mean, I don't have any kids, but I do. I have nieces and I have nephews, and you know what I'm saying? It was like, we try to be healthier with our families. In general, I try to be healthy for myself. I mean, I'm a grown adult and I still like some candy. But if I'm going to eat candy, I do want it to be healthier. I just do. It is what it is. Okay, is this Tiffany? You two always know the cool, fun items to buy. If it comes Plant Chicks approved, I will always buy it. Thanks, Tiffany. We're just looking out for you guys. We're just looking out for you. Tiffany goes, those dyes are a no-no. Yes. You want to make sure there's no artificial colors, no dyes, none of that stuff. That way you are not putting that stuff into your body. You know, a lot of that stuff sits in your fat cells and it's very hard to come out, and it just sits in there. It also impairs just like the function of the cell. So when you have your cell, you want to provide it with vitamins, minerals, and nutrients so that you have great cell turnover. The cells are moving, they're signaling and delivering what your body needs, right? From brain activity to function with muscles, your bones, everything. But unfortunately, a lot of people are eating highly processed foods, and you're not going to get the best quality of life from that. And I know firsthand, I did it for 30 something years, 35 years, and I wasn't living my best life authentically because I was addicted to stuff like sugars and saturated fats and alcohol and who knows what else. I used to smoke too. So I had a lot of addictions that I broke after I started living a healthy lifestyle. But then I traded bad habits for better habits and healthier habits. And that's what it's all about, is taking your unhealthy habits and let me see how I can make this healthier, right? You can even make, like, you know, those Reese's Buttercups. You can make that healthier, and you can make this with that chocolate, get some peanut butter, get those little silicone cups here on Amazon. Let me show you real quick. I got these off Amazon, and you can make little peanut butter cups. So these silicone things are the best thing. So you'll melt some of this Food for Life chocolate, and you'll pour it in there, and then I pour halfway in there. Then I take peanut butter or almond butter, whatever your favorite butter is, cashew butter. Then you'll put the peanut butter, like a little dollops inside, and then you pour it back on, and you freeze them. And then when you're done, you eat them. You just take them out of the counter after they're done being frozen, and it's that easy. You can make it super easy and super healthy. So that way it doesn't have all that stuff, because peanut butter, you guys know, has hydrogenated oils. It has palm oil. A lot of peanut butters are really, really bad. So you want to make sure you look for ones that have 1 to 2 ingredients. Straight peanuts or peanuts and salt. This one my husband loves. It has peanuts and salt. It's my favorite one because it does not have anything else in it. So it doesn't have any added sugars, nothing. And at first he was a Jiffy, is in what, Skippy and Jif? That's what it is, Jiffy. Skippy and Jif fan. But when I took him off that and he got on this, his taste buds adjusted. So just know that it'll take you a little bit for your taste buds to get adjusted, because it's so used to a certain taste, a unique taste, and your brain remembers it. So with time, your brain and your taste buds will change, and the want for these things will be less and less. So you have to give it time. Always give it time. Let's see right here. It's fun to create old bad habit foods and make them healthy. I view it as an exciting challenge. Yes, I love that whole perspective, Tiffany. You can make anything into a positive. If it's a negative, you can take it into a positive. If it's unhealthy, you can take it into a healthy. And it's about, how can I do this? Challenge yourself. I know, like with my time, I don't have a lot of time to create in the kitchen. I like healthy in a hurry. That's my thing, healthy in a hurry, because I don't have time. Like, I really love to cook on, say, like the weekends, if I have more time. On the weekdays, it has to be fast. Or if it's something like, you know, like these little fun guys, I'll take a picture, put it on my Amazon page. And you can create this fun little thing. And you know what would be fun too? If there's some healthy vegan brownies, right? You can make some healthy vegan brownies, and then you can put these little creatures on top, you know, all these little stuff on top, and it would be like a little dirty graveyard. Oh, you can even make tombstones out of the bananas. That's another idea. You can make a tombstone. I just thought of it right now. That is a great idea. So you can make a little tombstone and put RIP and stick it on top of the brownies with all these little creatures, little monster creatures, and there you have it. And then you can have fun. Like, instead of bringing it on a platter, just bring it on the organic, I would say vegan brownies, put it on a layer of all these little monster creatures, and there you go. Oh my goodness, that's my next picture, you guys. That's the picture that I'm going to post on Amazon when I'm done. I'm going to bake up these vegan brownies and create all these little monster creatures for you guys. That way you just make it fun. People have a good time. And, you know, you have your little vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. All right, I think this is pretty good. Okay, so what you're going to do, I know it's a long talk, but you guys know I love to talk, and I love to talk healthy with you, and I like to keep it real. So what you're going to do is dip your strawberry. And remember, this is that one process that's going to take a while on strawberries. There you go. So you see this? Yeah, still has to thicken up. So what you're going to do is like you'll put it on the plate, and you're going to put probably however many strawberries you're going to have, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you're going to put them on a plate, wrap it, or put them in a, let me show you real quick, because you guys know I get everything from Amazon. So these glass containers, of course the lid's plastic, but you'll literally have it forever. But at these glass containers, they do have some other ones, and you guys can look in our store that has a bamboo lid. So instead of a plastic lid, I just discovered them. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, there's a bamboo lid? But you guys have had this for about 15 years. Again, these things last forever, so just FYI. But you'll take this, put your strawberries in there, put them in the fridge for like 10, 15 minutes, let it congeal. That way, when it's done, you're going to go back and you're going to re-dip it again, because you want to make sure this thing is covered. And then you'll let it chill, because when you make the bottom part, it has to be cold. It'll start making the bottom. As you guys can see at the very, whoops, this way. Is it this way? There we go. The top, those are dipped 3 or 4 times. And then you have to let the bottom hang out so it looks like a ghost. And then when you take the finished product, again, you're going to put it on a brownie that looks like a little muddy graveyard with some tombstones. And you're just going to have a fun, yummy little it's like a banquet of fruit and sweets for the family or for your party. So that's it. Super easy. Are you going to be dressing your cute fur babies up for Halloween? I don't know. Usually, I usually do dress up my dogs all the time. This Halloween is kind of crazy, you guys know, because of COVID, the pandemic. I may or may not. I'm not really sure, but that's a good idea. I should bring them on. But Jackie comes the next day. So Jackie will be flying in town. We got to shoot the rest of our lit series, because it usually takes it's a 2-week process to do it. So if you guys want to be a beta tester for our Plant Chicks programs, email hello@plantchicks.com, and we're giving you guys a free, basically, was it 28 days or 30-day workout in exchange for your testimonial and some of our favorite plant-based foods. So if you want to sign up for that, it's hello@plantchicks.com. And you guys, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to come on here, just let you know the benefits of fruits and vegetables, what healthy alternatives there are to eating, organic sugars and chocolates and marshmallows. There are healthier options, so just know that. Everything I have is on the carousel below. That way you guys know, like you don't have to chase me down, hunt me down. Where did she get that? Where did she get that? And of course, my outfit, you guys know I love the outfit of the day. And I'm just wearing these really cool like workout pants. They have a pocket. It's in the carousel below. Dairy is scary. If you want to support that. And this is my Halloween costume for today. So anyway, so that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I love chatting with you. And if you guys make any of this, please tag us in it. We love, 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 love to see what you guys create. And we will see you next week. Jackie will have yoga for you. I will have a workout. We're also going to do a home edit style. I will take you on my fridge makeover and my pantry makeover. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys on the next show. So happy Halloween.